alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Rides the back on the option to give. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Florida State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play, because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. They'll try the toss to the left. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride Davis here. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the deep... And he takes it in for the score! Touchdown, Florida State!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
7, Stanford, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Cardinal come to the line, facing 3rd and short. On the move. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. That's caught. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Knowles! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's go. Off the boot, looking for his man. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job. Another play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They're going back to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The give to Davis. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to...
Touchdown, Florida State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
In the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. He marched 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Blackburn. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Webster. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Noles are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10.
Fellas, there's something tranquil about a sunflower, but there's pure hatred when it comes to the Sunflower Showdown. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, about... Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for...
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Pulls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blackburn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He's going to let it go. He's got it along the sideline. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll try the right side. Oh, better look out. It's a running touchdown, Stanford. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Easy. Takes a handoff. It's Moulton. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.